Hello everybody, and welcome back to Dragon Quest XI's Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition. I think I got that one right. I think so. But yes, hello and welcome back. Here's what's happened so far. Elise has returned home, having proven himself in the ceremonious up cobblestone tour, only to be told by his mother Amber that he's the reincarnation of the legendary Luminary. The day has come that he must leave the comfort of cobblestone to head out and face his destiny. After a tearful goodbye with all his friends and family, he takes his leave at last and sets out northward for a storied city of Heliodor. Wow, I didn't even have to give a recap. That's what happened last time. And there was a couple other things too. But basically, we made it to this big city and did whatever I could find around. And now we have to go meet with the king to... Well, I guess tell him that I'm basically Jesus, so that should be fun. We'll see how that goes. The only quest that I didn't do is that this guy wants me to find a book about two heroes on the east side of town, and I looked at all of the bookshelves that I can find, and I didn't find the book that he wants. But that's okay. It's daytime now, so we're just gonna go and talk to the king. But you first. The water's so still and beautiful, it feels like it's drawing me in. Well, go for a dip. Actually, that might be not allowed. I think there's a thing with like public water and like fountains and stuff and not being able to swim in them. Wow, look at this. I wonder how much it's worth. If I sold it, I bet I'd never have to work again. You see this two-headed eagle? It's the symbol of Heliodor. It's on the flag as well. Well, you know what? If you sold it, I don't think you would ever have to work again because your life would probably come to an end. Hello, sirs.
Halt! Not so fast.
State your business.
Hi. I'm basically God. Elise explains it. He's the Luminary, and that he's come to speak to the king. That's about the reaction I thought.
That's the funniest one I've heard all week.
Clear off, will ya? We haven't got time for this kind of nonsense.
I promise, it's not nonsense, I swear.
Oh, yeah.
What's that? You want to show that pendant to the king, you say?
Do you mind waiting here a minute?
I just want to point out that when you're dealing with people like this, you probably don't want to just reach into your pocket and pull out something mysterious.
So sorry for that little misunderstanding. Please, go right on through. His Majesty's waiting for you.
Why, thank you. Finally, some respect. Anyways, I, for some reason, decided to learn a little bit about, like, court jesters recently. And not really because I set out to learn about them. Mostly because the information was presented to me. But very often... the kings would not kill court jesters, even when court jesters, like, completely and totally embarrass the king. Because a lot of the times, if they did, then they would be proving the court jester right. Many court jesters still died anyways. It's not like it was a get-out-of-jail-free card, but a lot of the times, there was an expression I read. It's like, the king... Whatever, I've forgotten. It's like, the king doth not punish the jester lest he prove his words true. Something like that. I don't know. I don't remember, but I found it very interesting. Climb these stairs and go straight on. The king's waiting for you. But I'm sure there was probably more court jesters who were killed than court jesters who were not killed. Sorry, but this part of town is strictly off limits. And why is that? Now you hiding something from me? Oh, I like what you're wearing. That musty bumpkin look is really in right now. Alright. Musty bumpkin. Okay, it does look a little musty. But bumpkin, come on. Welcome to Heliodor Castle. How long we have waited to meet the Luminary? You must be the Luminary. It's truly an honor. Thank you. Now, you got a quest. His Majesty is waiting for you. To get to the throne room, head up these stairs and go straight on. Oh, that's not a quest. That's just, hey, I got something important to tell you. Oh, there's doors. Hold on a second. Where there's doors, there's usually things for me to do. They're not locked. Let's go. We have traveled for days for an audience with the King of Heliodor, and now we are told he is a more important guest. The impertinence! Who could it be? It could surely only be another king. Who else would outrank one such as I? We are nobles of the most blue-blooded stock, and yet we have been told that we must wait for an audience with the king. Yes, sucks to be you. I'm more important. Seethe. Oh, free stuff? No. Book of the Heroes, perhaps? This book is called Edrian Geographic. At least takes it from the shelf and has a closer look. Of the many nations, both large and small, that make up Erdrea, there are 5, the so-called Great Five, that stand above all others in the eyes of the world. Ancient and honorable Dundrazil, steadfast and stony Heliodor, Gallopolis with its noble desert knights, Sniffelheim with its snow-capped towers, and last but not least, Zwardsrust, carpeted in flowers. These 5 nations guide the world, meeting every few years at the great conference known as the Colloquy of Kings, in order to steer the course of Erdrean affairs in the direction agreeable to all. Well, I'm assuming we're going to end up going to maybe all 5 of those places. You are very small. I'm stupendously wealthy. I have brought marvelous gifts for the king, but now we hear that he means to grant an audience to some upstart, and that I must wait. Also, I am small. Hands off, urchin! Those are gifts for the king. You so much as touch them and you'll be sorry. Yeah, well, once you realize I'm the luminary, I'm sure you'll be singing a real different tune. I think it would be funny if the entire plot of this game could be sidelined by like a 50 to 100 hour long quest line where you're just the jester and you get to entertain the king and make jokes and stuff. Because I don't think I've ever seen any kind of jester game, and I'm very intrigued to see what people would do with that. It's an interesting idea. There might be one out there, but I've never seen it, and I think that might be something that I would be very much into if I ever came across it. Oh, it's the luminary. Very nice to meet you. I'm a bit busy with my reading at the moment now. Could we speak later, perhaps? That was awful. That was like probably one of the worst accents I've done so far. Ever since you arrived in this castle, there has been a curious tension in the air. I cannot quite put my finger on it. But I don't know, you could like do different actions or like tell different jokes. Maybe it's like physics-based mini games where you have to like throw stuff around. You gotta entertain him. You gotta make jokes based off of like political stuff going on. What's up, Ash? And like based on your joke's relevance, the king is either happy or upset with you. And if he gets too upset with you, he like beheads you. I don't know. I feel like a court jester game could be a very fun thing to do. Phew, training with Sir Hendrik is exhausting. I'm just taking a little breather. What's up, Ashfrost? How's it going? Alright, I think that's everybody. It's now time to go and enter these other rooms that I missed. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to. Oh, he's wearing a helmet. Hold on.
This is His Majesty's chamber. And before you ask, no, you're not coming in.
It's still around 104 degrees, so you're not trying to melt. Oh, jeez. I got pretty lucky here. It's actually kind of rainy. It's technically a thunderstorm here, but it's been pretty light on lightning. So hopefully nothing happens with my power.
This is the entrance to the late king's chamber. I'm afraid I cannot permit you to pass.
My hand blocked his line, and I couldn't read it.
The stairs to the left and right will take you up to the top floor, but there's not much up there that's really worth seeing. And besides, you're here to see the king, aren't you? Focus on the task at hand, I always say.
Yeah, I'm not gonna joke for a second. I live in a land where it's typically not very hot. It got pretty hot this summer though. It reached, I don't know, this probably means nothing to you, but it reached like the low 40s during the summer, which is not normal for Canada. 40 degrees Celsius. And stuff, oh boy, stuff happened. You have to be in the fire state. No. Jeez.
Fancy meeting you here in person. His Majesty must be very pleased that you finally appeared.
Wow, these people are a lot more open to the idea of me being basically Jesus than I thought they would be. There's so much to explore. How could they tell me to go meet the king and then give me like an entire new area to wander around? That's just not fair. I'm going to explore. Okay, there was literally nothing to see. Never mind. All right, on we go. That guy on the back left certainly doesn't seem suspicious at all. I'm sure he's going to be doing no wrongdoing throughout this entire game. Actually, both of those guys kind of look like they could be evil.
That will be quite close enough. Welcome to Heliodor Castle, friend.
The Jewel of Dundrasil. You are bold indeed to have made your way here alone, wanderer.
That's a fancy-ass hat.
Carnelian, ruler of Heliodor.
I guess he is the king, but that's like
How long have
way
I
fancier than I
waited
was
for this
expecting.
day? And now, finally, we meet. Truly, it is an honor.
Thank you, thank you.
The fact that you come here proffering the jewel and asking to speak with me personally would suggest that you know something of your true nature.
Perhaps.
I take it that you also bear the mark? Yes, the mark of light. Then there is no doubt. You are he.
I am him.
Rejoice, dear subjects. The day is upon us at last. The luminary walks among us once more.
I'm special now.
Tell me, O luminary, where exactly is it that you hail from? I would so very much like to pay tribute to those who took you in and raised you.
At least tells King Carnelian that he was raised in the village of Cobblestone.
I see. Cobblestone, you say? Jasper, you know of this place?
You telling me you don't know every single town that's in your entire kingdom?
A village of provincial nobodies deep in the rocky south.
Then I take it you know what to do. Do not disappoint me.
Hey, hold on a second. That sounds vaguely...
Yes.
That sounds very vaguely evil. He better not be going and destroying Cobblestone. Why is he bringing an army with him?
Accursed luminary. I know not what your intent was in coming here alone, but whatever your wicked scheme, know that it shall not succeed.
Wait, aren't I supposed to be a good guy?
Hendrik, take this cur, this harbinger of calamity, and cast him into the furthest corner of the dungeon. Know this, the luminary is the root of all evil and will bring naught but misery to our realm. And why is this? The reason is simple. Just as light is intertwined with darkness, so too is the luminary intertwined with the dread lord of shadows. His coming heralds the resurrection of the Dark One.
Okay, I feel like
Really think you could fool
that's not
one
really
as
fair.
Wise as His Majesty. It was your great misfortune to confront one who knows your true nature. Men, seize this wretch.
Okay, it sounds like the Dark Lord was gonna come back anyways. If anything, you should be training me up in order to stop him. If I come back every time he does, then that means that I'm probably the good guy. Okay. Dr. Giraud looking motherfucker does not want to hear it at all. Lost, confused. Oh. Well, I'm glad I'm not lost or confused. Oh my god. That puddle is incredibly high definition. Well, Oh, hey Jay, how's it going?
You claim to hail from Cobblestone. Well, before the sun has set 3 times, we shall know the truth.
Oh.
By then, Jasper will have returned from his investigation.
Hmm.
If I were you, Darkspawn, I would not expect to live beyond that day.
Well, I think I may have gotten my hometown destroyed. Award for fulfilling your duty and traveling to Heliodor Castle, only to be damned as a darkspawn and thrown into the dungeons by King Carnelian. Isn't that always how it goes? Hey, cut it out. Get a grip, Big Racket isn't gonna help you any. How do you know? Is there? Oh, there is. There's a toilet. Chains, wooden bed. Either this place is terrible or kind of awesome. Sheesh, keep it down, will you? There goes the neighborhood.
Will you keep it down in there? Most folks they throw in here have the decency to wait a while before going stir crazy.
What is this accent?
What are you in for, anyhow? You don't get free bed and board down here without having done something pretty bad.
I can't quite place it.
Wait, did you say the Luminary? You're serious? You're telling me the Luminary has just shown up in the cell next to mine? This is crazy.
It's like very mildly New York, but also somewhat European.
Gruel for a gentleman in the dungeon suite. Come and get it.
Oh. That seemed a little too simple.
The Luminary? You're serious? So it's all happening just like the seer said it would. We'd better get out of here.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy what's happening down in Hawaii. I saw a lot of stuff about that recently, and it looks incredibly devastating. And I hope things get better soon.
Wait here.
You? But... Oh!
Don't worry, I didn't kill him. But he won't be waking up anytime soon.
Sorry to hear that.
Hairy up ahead. You'd better take this.
Hey, you got my sword back. Well, hopefully it's my sword.
Oh, and I found this in a corner over there. I guess it's your stuff, right? Me, I got this little beauty back, so now I'm pretty much unstoppable.
Just one little dagger? That's all you need?
Before any more of our tin-headed friends come knocking.
They do look very young. I'm still not quite sure what accent they're going for. Ah, a hole.
I spend ages digging this hole, and you just happen to show up the day I finish it? Heck of a coincidence. Guess I really was meant to help you out, just like the seer said.
Nah, it's not quite Australian.
Anyway, there'll be time to talk about all that later. In you go.
It kind of sounds like a European person trying to do an American accent. It gives me like Andrew Garfield and Spider-Man vibes. He's like kind of New York, but not quite. Like he doesn't say the words that the way that a New York person would say, but his voice has got the intonation of someone who's from New
Sewers, huh?
York.
Well, there must be a way out somewhere. Lead the way. I got your back.
Well, I mean, I guess I figured out how to do it, but it's interesting. No, this is a Dragon Quest XI Echoes of Illusia Definitive Edition. A mouthful of a title, but it's basically the sister series to Final Fantasy. Well, actually, Final Fantasy is a sister series to Dragon Quest, but it's a turn-based RPG, and it is a very pretty game. We just happen to be in prison because we're just too cool, I guess, and the king couldn't handle our style. The door's locked. What do you got to say? So, it's all happening just like the sea has said. Come on, let's get out of here before they clock those empty cells. It's gonna be interesting to try to replicate his voice. That's a very interesting accent. I'll have to get used to it.
There they are! You lot, over here!
Damn it. We better make ourselves scarce.
Yeah, okay, that's exactly what it is. It's someone, probably English, who's trying to do an American accent. I heard a little bit of an accent in one of the words that they said. Where are we off to? You're the leader.
Follow my lead.
Right, stuff that torch out and follow my lead. Okay, don't know how he couldn't see me, but I'll take it. Whoops, someone's there. Okay. That's fine. A group of Heliodorian guards draw near. It's fine. Oh wow, I stayed oomphed up all throughout my time in jail. Okay. Oh, that's right. I am fairly strong. Let's try out our new Flame Slash. Nice. Easy peasy. I don't even really need to avoid these guys. I could just fight them all. You, come here. Halt, Darkspawn. No. I'm pretty excited, because we're getting close to the end of Pikmin, which I'll be streaming on Thursday. And I have no idea what to play next, and I love when I'm in that situation. That's why I started streaming this game, because I was like, I got absolutely no idea what to play, so I just looked through my library and picked one that I hadn't played yet. And I kind of like doing that, just picking something at random and trying to commit to it. It's fun.
These guys don't give up, do they? Seriously?
Well, I hope I can swim. I guess I didn't really try jumping into the water earlier, so I have no idea.
You okay? Looks like we shook the guards, at least. And that looks like a way out. Maybe our luck's about to change.
Ah, an inconspicuous goddess statue. It's a good thing that's the exact thing we need to heal and save. Bonk. Yes, please. Well, we're now in an even larger cave. Yes, I plan on continuing to play. We are broke. I forgot that I bought a bunch of new equipment last time. Also, we cannot swim, confirmed. Wait a minute. How did we get in here if we fell from a bridge? Unless we fell from the bridge and then we're, like, carried down the water? Strange, a bit odd. Well. Alrighty then. I was literally about to say, I feel like there's going to be something big and scary in this cave.
Wait, there's something there.
We, probably shouldn't be engaging with this thing, huh? However, because this is a Dragon Quest, I feel like we probably will
Stand
be.
and fight, we're dead. Let's get the heck out of here.
No, we're being smart, we're leaving, we're running away. Come on, we need to move now.
Let's get out of here.
Oh, we are in fact running. I'm gonna follow his lead. He can see where the walls are, I cannot.
Well, here goes nothing. Whew. Think we...
Whoops, I forgot that the analog stick progresses talk. I don't know why.
Spoke too soon.
More running. That seems like a yes. Okay, more running. If we don't get moving, we're dead meat. Run.
Come on, quickly.
Wow, that voice line was much louder than all of your other ones. But yes, I am. Oh, God. Yeah, I didn't think those guys would want to fight me. Let's just hope I don't run into them. I don't want to accidentally start a fight. Okay, I don't think I can start a fight. Hey, golden slimes, no! He is catching up. If I had to keep running, I don't think I would have made it.
Has it gone? Whew. That was way too close for comfort. What's that thing doing under the castle anyway? Well, whatever. We should get going.
There's layers to his accent. It really does sound like Andrew Garfield in Amazing Spider-Man. It's like an English person who's playing an American who's from New York and is getting over their New York accent. It's very interesting.
We made it. Just. I don't know how much more of this I can take. Huh?
Here he is, the Darkspawn.
Oh, well, these guys we can fight. These guys are nothing.
Me and my big mouth. Move, now. Looks like our luck finally ran out.
I don't know, I hear running water. Oh, that's... Okay, yeah, that's pretty high.
There they are. We've got them now.
I'm
No way
pretty sure
back,
if we
huh?
jump from this height, we're just gonna splat on the water.
If they catch us, we're dead meat.
Hold!
Let's do this. I believe in you. I believe in the Luminary. I don't have much choice.
Come on. Let's not do anything stupid now.
Oh my god, you're blue!
The name's Eric, by the way.
Well, I guess we're gonna find out real quick if we can make this or not. Square. That was the intro. That was the intro to the game, everybody. Now is when the game starts. Oh, this is the cutscene that plays if you don't hit a button on the title screen. I see. It's a good thing I didn't watch this then. Woman, knight, baby, old man, red star. Well, that's definitely an intro to a game, and I'm looking forward to the rest of it. I look very different in the game versus this cutscene, though. That's who I want to be. I want to be the court jester. Yo, they got a squid. Well, now I just feel like I'm being spoiled. Dragon Quest 11 S Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition. I, in fact, got the title wrong when I started the stream. Oh well. Yes, I'm okay. You can oversave that. That's fine. Sparkly spot. My computer is too fast to read those.
Come on, up you get. Finally. I was worried we'd lost you for a minute there. You've been out cold ever since we jumped. Had to drag you all the way here on my own.
Well, we did fall like 100 feet, so honestly, I'm impressed that you could even drag me.
What a jump it was. I closed my eyes, put my faith in the luminary, and somehow didn't get smashed into 1,000 pieces. In fact, I woke up on the forest floor at the bottom of the cliff without a scratch on me. Amazing what a little faith can do.
Wait a minute, are those potatoes in the background 2D? I just noticed
At
that.
the top of the King of Heliodor's most wanted list by now. Which means we can't hang around here too long. Let's go say thanks to the nun who looked after us and be on our way.
Oh, am I never gonna be able to complete that quest back in town then? Is that guy gonna be like, you're evil, I don't want to talk to you anymore? Okay, they're not two-dimensional, but they are incredibly low poly, which is totally okay.
Ah, there you are, my children. I trust that your friend here is fully recovered.
Oh, don't worry about him. He's just fine. Thanks for looking out for us. We owe you one.
Not at all, dear. I'm just happy to see you both well again. But if you are leaving, you must be careful on the road. It seems some dangerous criminals have escaped from the capital and are at large somewhere in the area. Oh, I shudder to think what wicked deeds they might be capable of.
Criminals, you say? Dear me, that doesn't sound good. And you heard this when you were in Heliodor?
I did indeed, my child. There were guards everywhere. They are searching high and low for the villains.
Well, it's a good thing that we have no idea who they are.
Sir Hendrik himself has headed to the mountains in the south with his troops. They say he means to block the road to Cobblestone, the village the fugitives came from. Oh, but you must forgive me, poor lambs. I did not mean to alarm you. They will soon be caught, I am sure.
Yeah.
Justice will be done. And until then, you are free to remain with us for as long as you please.
Thanks. We appreciate that.
She can never know.
We're going to get a little fresh air. We have a few things to discuss, right?
Sure. What are we discussing? I think there's a quest outside. I want it.
Cobblestone, eh? Never heard of the place. I never even knew anyone actually lived in those mountains down south. Is that really where you're from?
Yes, sir.
I'm guessing you want to go see what's happening down there. But you need to be smart. You won't get past Hendrik unnoticed. If you're going to make it there without getting caught, you'll need to avoid the main road. And if you want to do that, you'll need my help. I know every back road there is to know in these parts. But I've got things to take care of in Heliodor first. I left a little something in one of my old haunts downtown, and I need to get it back. So, are you coming along for the ride? I did help you break out of that dungeon, remember?
Alright, we can go back to Heliodor.
But we can't have you bringing us any unwanted attention. Ah, I've got just the thing. Here,
Is it a robot?
put this
Yes.
on and keep your face hidden. Otherwise, you're gonna get nabbed as soon as you set foot in Heliodor.
Is it at least a stylish? No, not really. Okay.
That's more like it. If you're gonna be a wanted man, you might as well look the part. Right. Let's head north and hit town. Glad you're coming along. The seer told me to stick with the luminary when I found him, and that's just what I'm going to do.
You and me, Eric. Bros for life. But you pull off the cloak a lot better than I do. Eric and Elise join forces. Cool. I have my mandatory blue-haired anime character in my party. A pep power is an incredible ability that can be performed by 2 or more party members. When at least one of them is pepped up, some pep powers can only be unleashed when everyone involved is in this state. Select pep powers from the menu when it appears to see what exciting abilities you can unleash. Depending on the tactics each character has set, they'll either perform powers automatically or await your orders. Take a look at the Traveler's Tips to learn more. Okay, that's right. I don't actually have control over my party members. I have to set up tactics, and then they will simply do it. Isn't there? Right here. Yeah, I don't think I can. Character builder. Oh, that's right. I forgot all about this. I was gonna say I don't think I can switch out my my party members, and put someone first. Can I? Do I get to play as Eric? I don't think so. Yeah. Maybe. Okay, okay. I gotta get. I'll get into a fight and see, because I think I can play as Eric. I just won't walk around the overworld as him. So, that blue-haired chap with you is called Eric, is he? Well, he looks like he knows how to handle himself. You could have picked a worse traveling companion, that's for certain. Now tell me something. Have you heard of pet powers? They're special attacks that you can only unleash with the help of your companions. Basically, they're what happens when spells and abilities are mixed together in various combinations. And believe me, they're well worth learning. I can see I've piqued your interest. Alright, let me think. Of course, I've got just the one for you to try. I'm pretty sure that if you and your friend Eric put your minds to it, you'll be able to master a little cracker known as the real decoy. All you need to do is team up and try it out on some hapless monster. You'll soon see how incredible it is. Well, what do you say? Fancy giving it a try? Sure, I get a gold chain for it? Okay, let's go. That's a spirit, but just one word of warning. This pet power won't work unless the people performing it are pepped up. And what does that mean, I hear you ask? Well, it's when you're in battle and monsters are attacking you, and suddenly you find that you're fully focused and ready for anything. This should be enough to get you there, I'm sure. Now, stop listening to me waffling on and get out there and try it. Once you've taken out a monster with a real decoy, come back and let me know. Elise accepts the It Takes Two to Tango quest. I think I'm already pepped up, so I'll just have to go and fight a monster. Rat. You're small. Can I do anything with the rats? Or can I just observe? Oh, I can only observe, but they're so small. And bean-shaped. Wells are caves, right? Okay. Just climbing right on in, huh? Treasure for me, though. A pointy hat. Okay. Is a pointy hat good for me? Yes, it is. It lowers my MP just a little bit, but that's okay. Nice, a pointy hat. Eric can probably use some stuff. Birchwood boomerang. Huh. I can just, yep, I can just equip a boomerang. Okay, well, we're gonna try out the dagger first. I want to know what that plays like. Magical mending. Okay. That Wayfarer's clothes. Gold bracer. Okay, don't have anything extra. That's fine. Can I take off the hood? No, not right now. That's fine. Let's go fight a monster and get this quest done. Gonna be any over here? Small scale. I see pots, but I don't see any monsters. Hardy hide. I can still only assume that those, like seemingly random items or materials I pick up, I can only assume those are for some kind of like crafting or upgrade system, because I don't think I can use them right now. A lot of places to explore around here. The Mangle Grove and Heliodor. Well, I am supposed to be going back over towards Heliodor. Let's see if there's anything interesting in this immediate area. Not particularly, but how big is the map? Oh, okay. It doesn't lead anywhere if I go down there, so I could just explore. All right, sounds good. We'll do that then. If I go down here, then it leads me to a different area, but we don't have to go there right now. Bodkin Archer. Okay. I cannot play as Eric, even though I want to. pet powers. If you set this to use automatically, party members not set to follow orders will use pet powers as soon as they're able to. Yeah, we can do that for now. Okay, lineup just makes him attack in that order. That makes sense. I guess I can only do the pep power she wants me to when Eric is pepped up then? Because I'm still pepped up, and I can't do nothing.
Who else wants?
We'll figure it out. We'll get around to it. I'm not in any rush to complete that quest. The fright bulbs make a first strike before the party is ready. That's fine, I have a shield. Also, I'm strong. All right, I'll stick with the same rules as last stream, where if I'm one-shotting enemies, I probably don't need to fight them anymore, unless they're new, of course. Like this little lion guy. He is very small. Great saber cub. Ooh, he's resilient. Okay, I'm not that resilient, I guess. Never mind. I'm still not sure if I'm going to like the great sword better than the normal sword. I'll stick with it for now because I'm curious. That's an enemy right there. You are very interesting. I really quickly want to see what Eric's boomerang does. Okay, we can both use swords. Alright, what does this boomerang do for you, Eric? I assume you toss it. Stump jump. Okay, so it's an AoE distant attack. It's much weaker than his knife, though. Okay, well, for now, I'll keep the dagger on him. But that's good to know. Okay. Yeah, and the sword also... actually, it doesn't do that much more damage. In fact, it does the same amount of damage. But, I already have the sword on the luminary. So I'll have Eric with the dagger. I'll stick with the sword for now. If I decide that I like the great sword more, I'll switch to that. And, we'll see how that goes, how that changes my team composition. But I feel like the different weapons are going to come into play more so once we start getting more members. Maybe these guys have more defense than the other ones, but I feel like his dagger was doing the same amount of damage as the boomerang there. I did say that the dagger is stronger though, so I'll just trust the game's word for that. It's not like we're struggling against these enemies anyway, so it doesn't matter all too much. Any trinkets for me over here? Little things for me to pick up off the ground. Also, I need to take a drink of water. My mouth is getting a bit dry. That was a very loud noise. And that was my water falling back down to the bottom of my bottle. A bonk. The aesthetics of this game, oh, there we go. I'm pepped up. There we are. I'll be able to complete that quest now. Both make me kind of want to play Dragon Ball Z Kakarot again, and also kind of make me wish that it was a different game. Because don't get me wrong, I thoroughly enjoyed Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, but I feel like in terms of the exploration / open world part of it, it really wasn't all that compelling. There was once you left like the first 2 or 3 hours of the game, you kind of just fly around everywhere. Okay, it just swaps our positions. All I can hope is that he will use his pep attack automatically. Or do we both have to be pepped up? Let's see, tactics, yeah, use automatically. Hello, Drac, how's it going? Yes, it is in fact Dragon Quest. How's it going, Drac?
Who else wants some?
You're good, I'm glad to hear. Yeah, I started playing this last week, and I really enjoyed my little session with it, so I was excited to play more. Hence why I'm playing it 2 times this week instead of 1. But yeah, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, I feel like after the first couple hours, you basically just fly to exactly where you need to go, and there's really no reason to explore the world at all. Like, you can, it gets you some stuff, but you basically just fly from A to B, maybe pass by a couple places where you know there are things, but the world itself didn't really have much for you to explore. And I wish, seeing a game like this with this aesthetic, I wish there was like a Dragon Ball game like it. Even if it didn't follow the story of the anime, I just feel like it would also fit well in this aesthetic. Maybe it's just because the visuals look so similar. Alright, okay, we're both pepped up. I'm hoping now, there we go, pep power is the real decoy. We gotta defeat an enemy with it, so we'll try it on the Platypunk.
Let's do this.
Oh my god, 60 damage. Okay, well, we would have gotten the other guy anyways. Hey, don't shoot me. I'm also growing to love Dragon Quest.
Oh yeah.
Nice, nice. We might have enough skill points for stuff. Swords, knives, boomerangs, or guile. Let's check out the knife skills. Increase attack power when wielding knives. Well, that just seems like a great thing to have. Sleeper hit. Critical. What about moi? I don't think I have enough skill points for anything. We haven't leveled up since last I used it. This is my first Dragon Quest. I played a couple Final Fantasies before, but never a Dragon Quest. And I heard that this was a good one to start with since it's the latest one, and because most of the Dragon Quests are completely unrelated to each other. I picked it up 2 years ago, I want to say, and it's just been sitting in my Steam library, and I wanted a good reason to play it. And I beat Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga and was looking for another longer game to play, so I just decided it was time. It was time to bust out the old Dragon Quest and finally play it. No, don't say a word. You don't need to. A man with my it is a man. A man with my vast fighting experience can recognize a first-time pep power user a mile off. The glint in your eyes, the spring in your step, the glow of satisfaction. Oh yes, you nailed it all right. You should be proud of yourself. To have teamed up with a trusted ally and pulled off a pep power is a momentous day for any aspiring warrior. Feels amazing, doesn't it? Yes, there's nothing like a pep power. And I must say, I feel rather proud of having opened your eyes to their wonder. Here you are. Consider this a small souvenir to commemorate this magical moment. Elise receives a gold chain. You need to complete it too? I'm sure you'll get around to it. Never-ending backlogs. Been lazy as a Dragon Quest fan? That's alright. Now don't forget, there are many more pep powers out there just waiting to be discovered. The number of ways in which spells and abilities can be combined is beyond even my imagining. And don't think they're all just two-person affairs. No, there are some that need 3 of you to be pepped up before they can be performed too. To cut a long story short, the more spells and abilities you master, the more companions you meet, the more pep powers you will become available to you. Which just goes to show that you can't always go it alone in this life. No, there are times where it really pays to work with others. This quest has been transgressed with finesse. That's one of my favorite parts of this game. I was somewhat lazy as a Fire Emblem fan. It took me a really long time to play any of the older games. I got like the original Game Boy Fire Emblem and Sacred Stones on the Wii U Virtual Console. And I played through most of the first Fire Emblem on the Game Boy, and didn't even get around to Sacred Stones before I dropped them. And it took me like 4 years after that before I finally went through and started to play the rest of the series. And we still got the true ending of 6 and 7 and 8 to complete. Oh, jeez. I would eventually like to play all of the Final Fantasies and all of the Dragon Quests, because I never played them, and... Oh, my controller died. I was like, why did I freeze? But... yeah, let me plug it in. But I really like the idea of the Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest games. I've loved, like, the worlds and the characters that I've seen. And from, like, the couple of playthroughs that I've seen of, like, Final Fantasy VIII, I think, and I think it was, like, Dragon Quest 4 or 5. It was one of the older ones. They seem like really, really fun games. And I played Final Fantasy 1, and I've played a little bit of Final Fantasy 2. And they're fine. It's the pixel remasters, so you know, it's a more of a modern experience, but they're still very much old, zero hand-holding games. But they're fun. I'm excited to get to the later ones. You want to play the OG3, but they're so cryptic, and you want to play them. Oh, cryptic, and you want to play them on stream so chat can help. Ah, I see. That's a good idea, actually. Perhaps I should play Final Fantasy 3 and onwards on stream. Because I have up to 10-2, I think. I have all the way up to 10-2. The only ones I wouldn't be able to stream are 4, because I have the DS version. And then, yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 I all have on PC. So yeah, once I'm done with 2, I could probably play 3 and onwards on stream. If you've never actually played a Final Fantasy, very similar. But Final Fantasy, I feel, is more about just raw combat. Like Dragon Quest, you get more exploration and you get more story. But at least the earlier Final Fantasies are very much focused on you are going here and you are fighting things, and then you are going here and you are fighting things. And I think Final Fantasy is a little... I don't want to say it's more complicated, but I feel like Dragon Quest is a little more streamlined compared to Final Fantasy. Like, you automatically gain the spells that you learn. All of your, like, you know, skills and stuff are tied to skill trees or just by getting them through level up. You can switch your weapons between your characters, so, you know, different characters could have different movesets. And Final Fantasy does do that sometimes. For the most part, Final Fantasy is like, okay, this character... Sorry, did I say that Dragon Quest is more streamlined? I meant Final Fantasy is more streamlined. Like in Final Fantasy, one character does one thing. and that is their role throughout the entire game. And a lot of the magic and skills and stuff are begotten through just leveling up and nothing else. In the earlier games, you like buy books and stuff in order to teach your party members skills. But I think that falls off pretty early on. So there's definitely differences, but they're pretty similar games, I would say. And they're both Square, so you got that going for you. If I remember correctly, with Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy, one of them was Square and one of them was Enix, and then they just so happened to combine into Square Enix, and now they're under the same roof. Hence them being sister series now. I'm sure they were competitors in the past. Nowadays, though, the difference between Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy is Dragon Quest looks like this and is fun and goofy and anime, and Final Fantasy is a little more grounded and I mean, it's not that much more grounded, but it's more realistic and mature compared to Dragon Quest. I think the OG was Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest was a spin-off. I believe it. A great saber cat. Let's see if this gets me killed or if I can actually take him on. Alright, well, he does a fair amount of damage, but I think we should be good. Oh, Dragon Quest was first. I thought that was the case. Oh, boy. Oh, We managed to survive. Okay, well, I can definitely take those guys on, but I'm gonna have to make sure I keep myself healed. There was another one around here, right? Yes, right behind me. We'll fight you. Bonk. Ugh. Oh boy. That's right. I think as long as I don't die in this attack. Okay. There we are.
Who else wants?
Oh boy. Okay, maybe we leave those guys. It's good to know that I don't have to fear them, but my god, do they do a lot of damage. Then Final Fantasy kind of ripped it off in a last hurrah by the company, which is why it's the Final Fantasy, but it got really successful. Oh, it's the Final Fantasy as in, like, it's the last one that people will play because they don't need to go back to other games. I understand. Oh wait, no. Sorry, I completely misread that. It's the Final Fantasy because it's the last one they were gonna make. I see. Okay. Sorry, my brain did not clock in the words that I read on the screen. That makes sense, though. But so far, I enjoy both. I know that Final Fantasy gets a little bit slow towards the Final Fantasy X point. I think it's well, 11 is an MMO, so I probably won't be playing that one. But I know 12 is one that people usually overlook, and I know that 13 is one that people really don't like. And then 15 people are like, yeah, it's fine. And then after that you got 16, which is, from what I've heard, incredibly good. But as long as I can get over that little lull once I get around to it, then I should be good. We'll see what happens, though. I expect to be playing RPGs for, like, multiple decades before I ever catch up. It's just that there's so many games to play, and all of them have been fun. Like, I think the only game I dropped was Nier Automata, and that's only because I was streaming it. Like, I think if I was playing that off-stream, I probably would have enjoyed it a lot more. It's just one of those games where you kind of just, like, do things. Like the game doesn't really stop. There's not a whole lot of lulling in that game. It's just you go from point A to point B and you don't really stop until you're done, which is great for gameplay. But in terms of streams, it doesn't leave much time for, like, you know, conversation and chat. Plus, every time I did a side quest, I felt like I had to like rush through it because the side quests were kind of boring to watch. They were fun to do, like, you know, go somewhere and fight a big monster, or go and find a bunch of resources for somebody.
Let's go.
But I just felt like I was boring myself watching myself play those side quests, so I ended up dropping it. But I'm sure I'll get back into Nier Automata on my own time in the future. You're really interested in Final Fantasy VI? Yes, that is 6, the one with the mechs. I've heard that one's really good as well. Some people say that that's the last good one, but I think those people are just contrarians. I have a friend whose absolute favorite is 6, and he completely, utterly hates Final Fantasy VII because he thinks it is so overrated, which, you know, fair enough. I don't know. I can't attest to that. It might, in fact, be overrated. But he thinks that Final Fantasy VI is just so much better than Final Fantasy VII, but Final Fantasy VII gets all of the attention, so he just hates it. Which is fine. Yeah, every fan base does have that kind of person. To bring it back to Fire Emblem, that's how people thought about Fire Emblem Awakening, even though it literally revitalized and saved the series. And if Awakening didn't come out, then the series would no longer exist.
Welcome to downtown Heliodor, home to rogues, ruffians, and all my other favorite kinds of people. About a year ago, Me and Dirk, my
Dirk?
partner in crime, managed to acquire one of the royal family's most precious possessions, the Red Orb.
Red
They got
Orb.
wise and pulled me in eventually, but not before we'd stashed it somewhere safe so we could pick it up later.
Ah, sneaky.
Right down there is the biggest, stinkingest garbage pile in all of Heliodor. Me and Dirk buried the orb slap bang in the middle of it.
I
After
see,
all,
I
No one
see.
would ever think of looking for it there. We're criminal geniuses, I tell you.
Geniuses. For the Dragon Quest fanbase, it's 5 for 2D and 8 for 3D. And then they say 9 and 11 are the bad ones. I can tell you right now, I might only be like 4-ish hours into 11, but it's definitely not a bad game.
Time to go liberate that loot. To the garbage pile.
To the garbage pile, exactly where I belong. Welcome to downtown Heliodor, the grimy little secret the posh folks over the wall don't want you to know about. Heh. 10 is a Japan-only MMO. Ah, I see. You ain't from around here, eh? Well, if I ain't got a reason to stick around, I wouldn't bother. What's that? You looking for the dump? Well, you're in the right part of town for rubbish. There's a great big pile of it right in the middle. I apologize. I have been doing English accents, and they've been absolutely terrible. 9 was your first and will always be special for you. I see. I'm sure eventually I will get around to it. I was kind of thinking it might be fun. So I'm playing Final Fantasy in sequential order, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on. I think I might play Dragon Quest in the opposite order. So I start with 11, and then I play, you know, well, not 10, but like 9, 8, 7, 6. Just to see, you know? Just to have fun with it. I think it's a wacky thing to do. Unless the games are sequels to each other, in which case I'll play whatever one comes first. Because I think some of them are related to each other. I'm not sure which ones. But if most of them are related, then I'll just play them in release order, I guess. It's rare indeed for travelers to brave this rather down-at-heel part of town. But since you are here, I recommend you talk to the locals. Some of them are rather rough and ready. But they've good hearts for the most part. Now, what brings you to our church in the dead of night, child? Saving, please. 9 is very strange. It's got lots of defunct online things and no party members that are characters. So just like generic party members then, like hired help. Final Fantasy 1 is like that, where none of your heroes even have names. You don't get to name your party members until 2, and even then, the names don't really matter. Are you sleeping? Yes. I'm looking for treasures. Anybody got anything? Oh, I'm living in Heliodor, working for the man, and I'm just trying to do the best I can. But no matter how bad things might get, I can't give up. The game ain't over yet. Literally hired help? Interesting. This singer bloke knows what he's talking about. That is not the voice for that guy. You get to make them, and they look even more Dragon Ball Z than this one. Let's go. This singer bloke knows what he's talking about. Things might look bleak. I did not read the A. We can't go giving up. After all, who knows what tomorrow will bring? Already talked to you. Any sparklies, any little treasures for me? I don't know much about this luminary character. Nope, I already lost the accent. But I know they should lock him up and throw away the key. Them guards need to get off their backsides and track him down. Hey! Okay, that was probably maybe one of my worst jokes. Oh, I can't break the box. Ow. I'm incredibly poor, but let's see if you have anything for me. You hope they remake 9 and add party members that are characters? Year's open. 8 got remade, right? 8 released initially on something, and then it released on the 3DS, and then it also released on the Switch, but only in Japan? I think so. Alright there, tell me, are you sorted for swords, bristling with blades? It's a dangerous world out there, so it pays to be prepared. Welcome to the weapon shop, how may I help you? Alright, you just got the same stuff that I already have. Never mind then. They added party members to 8 on 3DS. I think I have it on 3DS right now. But maybe I'll look into getting it on the Switch, because I know, despite it only being available for download on the Japanese eShop, I'm pretty sure the game does have a full English translation on the Japanese version. I remember reading that, and if not, then oh well. But I think I read something like that. Yeah, you have to have a Japanese eShop account in order to download it, though. We can't find Camo anywhere. He's undisputed hide-and-seek champion of Heliodor. I don't know if it's a port or if it's a remake or what, but it's definitely on there. It was, I think it was almost a launch release for the Switch, but then it never left Japan. And I know a lot of Dragon Quest fans were upset about that. With luck, Elise finds a seed of agility. He puts it in the bag. Still curious as to what these little guys are. They remind me of, I mean, it's probably what they're based off of, but like the little yokai guys from movies like My Neighbor Totoro or Princess Mononoke. The little like force spirits that disappear if you aren't like a child. What do you have for me? Go on. Say you'll buy something. I need the bleeding money. I'm brassic and it ain't like I can retire anything. Oh, do I have to go around to the front? Welcome and all that. Me stock may not be much to look at, but it's quality that counts. Welcome to the item shop. How can I serve you? I am very... Oh, I'm not actually that poor. Never mind. Lamau. Alright, well, we'll buy some of these. Never know when I'll get into some scraps with some more of the big saber-tooth guys. Anything fancy up here for me? Item chests, barrels, I'll take anything. We got gold, we got a way for me to fall down and break my ankles.
A child.
I'm sure I saw Camo come this way, but I can't find him anywhere. Is Camo a cat or is Camo a lad? Also, get it? His name is Camo. He's good at hiding. Haha.
Who's the plank on the left?
Oh, never mind. This is a child writing. Ooze the planks on the left at her own risk. Stick to the wall. Okay. Thankfully, I don't have any control over whether or not I fall. I am simply that skilled. I can only assume that Camo is going to be somewhere over there on that side of all of this. That is not a child or a cat. That is a fully grown human being. Hello, are you Camo?
Go, how do I end up here?
How did things come to this? How am I gonna get out of this one?
Eh? How are you? Do you want something? Because if not, I recommend you clear off. I've got enough on me plate without you bothering me.
Is your name, are you Camo? No, he does not want to tell me anything about himself. Chunk of Fleenstone. Well, I don't see anyone named Camo around here. Can't find anything about 8 on the Switch. Here, let me look into it. Oh, whoops, that is... I have to Alt-Tab. Maybe I was wrong about that. Dragon Quest on Switch Japan. Oh, is it Dragon Quest 10 that's on it? It might be Dragon Quest 10. Or Dragon Quest X? Is X not 10? Oh, maybe it was 10 or 11 that I was thinking of. Okay. All right. Well, apologies for that then. I thought I saw the voice crack there. I thought I saw the main character from 8 when I saw the thumbnail art for it, because I had a Japanese eShop account at one point before I just removed it because I didn't use it. But I thought I saw the guy from 8 on the preview, but I guess I was wrong. My apologies. All right, let's go find this red orb. I don't want to spread misinformation on the internet.
This place is legendary. It's filthy, it's got no roof, and the food's bleeding awful. But the drinks are cheap and the dances, they're out of this world. I bet you're here for an eyeful of Roxy and I'll let you.
Sure. Yes, I am.
Well, then your luck's about as good as mine, mate. Roxy ain't here. She's on the other side of the wall, strutting her stuff for all them posh lot up there. I've been waiting for her to get back to the old days. Oh, I can't wait to see her again. Come on, Rox. You after something, sunshine? Well, we don't serve kids in here. Sling your hook.
Might have been one of the spin-offs. Perhaps.
We're gonna have all the shifts you want as long as you don't mind getting paid. No,
Oh, not getting paid. Ah, well, not free labor is not really my thing. Ah, I see. That's probably what it was then.
Okay. I'm going to grab the
And of course, I can't read Japanese, so I just assumed that it was... Well, I couldn't read Japanese at the time, so I just assumed it was Dragon Quest VIII.
Here somewhere. It's definitely here. I'm 1000% sure. It's not here. You gotta be kidding me. Me and Dirk were the only ones who knew where it was.
I mean, people go rummaging through garbage piles literally all the time.
That rat! He must have done the dirty on me and taken it for himself. Damn it! I should have known. A thieving little... Wait till I get my hands on him. I'm gonna find him. And you're gonna help me.
Still...
Okay. The inn we used to crash at is just over there.
Really curious who plays
It's the
Eric.
only one with an upstairs. You can't miss it.
I want to get to the bottom of it. I want to know, like, is he an English person who's trying to do an American accent? Or is he from somewhere else in Europe? Or is he just purposefully doing that voice and he just is American? DQ11 Eric voice actor. I want to know so bad. Connor Cothery. Or Cottery. He is... Well, okay. This is not meant to sound offensive at all, but I can look at him and I can tell that he is in fact English. Yes. Maybe? Huh? Hold on. This ain't telling me his place of origin. Yep, okay, he's from the BBC. Alright, I was right then. He's an Englishman trying to do an American accent. Ah, it's nice to be right.
Alright, mate, might hear something good. It'll cost you, mind you, 5 gold coins for some proper juicy info. What do you say? Right, so if it's juicy info you're after, I've got it. Firstly, oranges are an excellent source of juice. But don't forget about bananas. Them little fellas juicier than you think. Well, you don't believe me? Go and get some fruit and try it out for yourself. Juice is the future, you better believe it.
Bananas are very juicy. And also, I'm now justifying myself. If he's an English person who gets to do an American accent, then I think it's only fair if I, as a Canadian person, get to do English accents in this game.
You won't find armor at better prices than this, believe me. Brand spanking new kit at knockdown prices. Can't say fairer than that. Welcome to the armor shop. What can I do for you? What do you need?
Nothing, my good sir. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. I need some leather armor, please. Boxer shorts. Old underclothes that smell faintly of sweat and regret. Alright, let us put that onto Eric. Did I not just... Huh? Did I not just buy leather armor? Huh? Oh. Okay. I understand what I did wrong. I didn't give it to anybody. There we go. Nothing in here for me.
We're playing hide and seek, but I can't find Camo anywhere. He's too bleeding good.
Sorry.
I bet he went up that ladder. It's not fair. He knows I'm scared of heights.
See, that's purposefully bad. Definitely not me, just being bad at voices. That's definitely on purpose, that one.
Welcome to the mysterious realm of the magnificent Mistress Bev. Don't cross me palm with...
Also English.
Don't cross me palm with silver. And I'll read your fortune anyway. Well, fancy it? I knew you'd say that. Right, here goes. Tell me, mysterious rulers of fate. Who's this lad
This lank-ad lad here got in his plate. Alright, I've lost it. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, I see pain and sadness. And a big element of grief and misfortune to boot. But do not despair, you can avoid all this misery with just one wise investment. This top-notch item would normally cost you an arm and a leg, but I'll sell it to you for a jaw-droppingly knockdown price of only 100 gold. I do not have that.
You what? Even, after I give you a free reading and all, cheeky little toe rag? Well, don't blame me if the sky comes crashing down on your head. Go on, clear off.
All right, well, I would take the item, but oh, I broke a barrel. But I don't even have 100 gold. Bonk.
This old place hasn't changed a bit. Back in our thieving days, Dirk and me used to lay low here whenever things got hairy. Ruby? Ruby, you there? It's me, Eric. There's something I need to ask you.
Ruby. Is she who I think she is?
Place. Looks like she's not around, but if anyone knows where Dirk is, it's her. Which means we'll have to go find her.
Is this that woman with the like bonnet from the opening cutscene?
Look out for fires. You're going to climb up there and keep an eye out for Ruby.
I have a feeling that it
A couple
is.
of other spots. Don't worry, you can't miss her. She's the only redhead in town.
Never mind. I don't think it is, actually. You... Oh, it's just... Okay. Hey, what are you doing? Climb that tower and watch out for Ruby. That watchtower over by where the guards stand it. You can't miss it. Get up there and keep your eyes peeled. Alright, on my way. This is a locked door. Is there something inside of there? Yeah, there's a treasure chest, of course there is. Life isn't easy for a trainee sorceress, let me tell you. I mean, how am I supposed to do any magic with my tummy rumbling like this? If only there was a spell that could summon a big loaf of freshly baked bread. What would you call a bread spell? Can't fall asleep. Oh, the usual. Nick me veg. That was a real... Oh, here's another one. Genuine yawns. Them numpties up at the castle locked up some luminary bloke who's supposed to bring disaster and destruction, and then they want to let him escape. Having him on the loose, will play havoc with the price of vegetables. I can barely scrape the cash together for a bunch of mangy carrots as it is. I think I'll use my credit card. I'm just gonna start giving some people incredibly American accents. Oi, you're not getting through here, so clear off, will ya? Toastmancy. Ah, that's good. I like that one. This is the life for me. I don't want to work or have responsibilities or have to answer to anyone. No, this is exactly where I want to be. Just lying down in a pile of dirt? Alright, man, you do you. Bonk. Flaxen thread. I knew someone who had flax plants. I want to say it was an uncle of mine. Had a bunch of flax outside of his house, and then I asked him, like, hey, you know, you can make string out of that, and he's like, okay, and then proceeded to never do anything with his flax plants other than look at them.
Go on.
Wait a minute, you look like the guy that I'm after.
Good dog. Good doggy. Stay.
Well, she wasn't a redhead. This definitely was not the character that I thought she was going to be. Alright, well, what about Camo? Is she around here?
Hello, love. Are you wanting to get through this way? Sorry, it ain't quite as simple at the mo. Someone's pinched off the planks again. They'll repair it eventually, but it'll take a while, I reckon.
Oh, what? It looks fine to me. Fine. I guess I'll wait. Oh, not the invisible wall.
Can't find Ruby anywhere. How about you? Any luck?
Yes.
You saw her heading back to the inn? Great. Let's head over there and find out what she knows.
It's weird. He sounds kind of French, kind of like Brazilian, and kind of New York, all mixed up in one. It's really interesting. I mean, I guess it works for like a fictional accent, but when everyone else has accents that exist in the real world, it sounds a little strange.
Well, if it isn't my favorite landlady.
Welcome to our humble... Strike a light! If it ain't me favourite little tea leaf! Last I heard, they'd locked you up and thrown away the key. Hang about.
Yeah, exactly. He's British trying to be not British.
You and your friend here are the fugitives everyone's talking
Hey, not so loud.
I know not to stick me big nose in where it ain't wanted.
I keep forgetting that the analog stick progresses dialogue.
I just need to know where Dirk is. Have you seen him?
I like to like wiggle the joysticks while I'm waiting for things, but I can't do that. I can only wiggle the right one.
Didn't he open some fancy shop up by the castle? Yeah, that was it. Raking in the cash he is, or so they say.
She does have a Mike Wazowski mouth.
The rent up there is crazy. Wait a second. He sold it, didn't he? The rat sold
That's close
the
enough.
damned orb.
Look, in this part of town, you don't go asking too many questions. You know that. If you want more, you'll have to get it from the horse's mouth.
You're right. Thanks, Ruby. I appreciate it. We'll get out of your hair.
Okay, well, if he sold the red orb, that means that someone else has it, and we might not have to kill your friend.
I'll bet he sold me out and sold the orb. And also he could move up in the world. Well, I'll get what I'm owed. You'll see. But we'll need to get past that sentry if we're gonna head uptown and find him.
Let's go beat him up. I just whipped, as if you could see that.
Yeah. I remember hearing that one of the guards is terrified of dogs. I think it was him. Maybe we can borrow one of somebody.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to find the dog first. But I was about to say, if I'm a guessing man, it's probably over by the big pink circle on my map. Heh, nice one, Bullseye. That great big coward of a guard nearly weed himself when he saw you. What do you think you're staring at, eh? Get lost. I forgot the horrible voice that I gave her before. I gotta stick with it. You what? You want to barrel me dog? You're having a giraffe, ain't ya? Okay, giraffes exist in this world. Keep that in mind. Look, I ain't got the time for this. Go on, sling your hook. Bullseye here's a lone wolf like me. You don't take kindly to strangers. Ah, but you know what? Some holy water and a buzzerberry or two might change his mind. What are you gobbing at? What are you gobbing at me like that for? It kind of hurts. It ain't like I'm asking much. Just go and shake the tree and grab some berries in it. And go out of town, down to the walkway thing and straight on. Big tree, funny berries on it, bosh. And as for the holy water, well, that's easy. Buy it from a shop. And remember, I didn't say holy water or buzzberries. I want them both. Otherwise, no deal. London. I've wanted to go to London, but every time I talk about that, anyone I know is like, you don't have to, you're good. But it's like, I don't know, it's like, it's got the clock tower, you know? Think that might be it, but I wouldn't mind visiting one time. There's a lot of places I want to visit. Unfortunately, most of them have become tourist attractions, which is probably why I want to visit them. It's a never-ending cycle. Okay, so I need holy water from any kind of shop, and then I need buzzberries from a tree of some kind. Holy water. There we go. We'll just put it in the item bag. Oh, I already have buzzberries. Let's go. Didn't even have to go and explore. It's classic Cockney rhyming slang. Ah. Little girl, I have your lunch. What, did you think I was just gonna hand over me dog to some stranger? Nah, there's gotta be something in it for me, innit? That's how things work round here. So get me some holy water and a buzzberry or two, and then we'll talk. Give the buzzberries and the holy water to the girl? Yes. Let me see now. Yeah, that looks like what I asked for. Blimey, you actually brought it, mug. Here, Bullseye, it's your favourite. Buzzberries. We'll share these, alright? Hello, Zosie. Breasty. Alright, hello. You're learning from Azo. Good, ain't they? Right, let's sprinkle this holy water on you, shall we? There we go. Now, this girl has an unfortunate amount of voice lines. I thought she would be a one-and-done character before I committed to this voice. Now the one so steer clear when you go plowing outside town. Nice. Woof woof. What? Don't look at me like that. Bullseye looks after me and I look after him. Anyway, a promise is a promise. He's yours for a bit. Look after him, alright? Thank you. Bullseye, listen boy, go and play with the nice man for a bit, okay? Arf. Woof woof. Okay. Hopefully I never have to talk to her again.
Halt! This gate leads to the nice part.
How's it going, Zosie? How was your stream?
My job is to protect respectable people from being bothered by rabble and riffraff. In other words, you.
Arf. Rough.
Ah! No, not a dog. Anything but that.
Well, looks like somebody's a bit of a pussy. Get it, like cat? Anyways, orb time. It was fun, but stream died like twice? Aw, no. Your computer's really having trouble with the internet nowadays, isn't it? You'll be lurking to get watermelon? Ugh, I'm so jealous. I could probably eat like at least half of a watermelon right now. Barrels. Seed of strength. Bonk. Bonk. Chunk of fleenstone. Alright, so he's got a big property around here, which I think I know which one that is, because there's only one big locked property. Fred? Fred. What's that? You're looking for a shop run by someone called Dirk. I got a feeling there's someone by that name who lives in a big mansion by the castle.
If you're heading up to that part of town, take my advice and use the rope on the top roof of this house. You'll be there much quicker. Just one word of advice. You'll need to be able to jump up. You'll need to be able to jump to get up there. You can only do that by pressing B, in case you didn't know. Actually, I'm pressing circle. Yeah, okay. I'm still curious about that book that one guy wanted me to find. Because he said it was on the east part of town, and there's only so many places on the east part of town. Like, it's just these buildings. And I feel like I've been inside of all of them and did not find the book that he's looking for. So surely one of them is gonna have it, and then I'm gonna find it, and I'm gonna feel very dumb because it's gonna be right in front of my face. Watch it be this one. No, it is this one. There's a book called The Soldier and the Strategist, A Tale of Two Heroes. Elise takes it from the shelf and has a closer look. No matter how ferocious an assault the monsters may launch against Heliodor, this great kingdom shall not fall, for two heroic figures will stand in the path of any attacker. The first is Sir Hendrik, a warrior without equal. Countless times has he ridden a colossal black steed, Obsidian, fearlessly into the heart of the oncoming assault, scattering the enemy like so many leaves. He is chivalrous to a fault, and considered by many to be the greatest swordsman in the world. Even the vilest, most towering troll dare not stand its ground when faced with his whirling greatsword. The second half of this gallant duo is the shrewd and ingenious Sir Jasper, regarded as the sharpest military mind of the age. Just the age, singular? Not of all ages, just of this one. He has led heavily outnumbered forces to glorious victory again and again. Though as a swordsman he may be no match for Sir Hendrik, his ability to analyze any battlefield and quickly arrive at the ideal strategy for the situation at hand is unrivaled. With these two great men, the swordsman and the strategist, to protect it, Heliodor need fear no foe. Well, it's a good thing we're going that way anyways. Alright. Okay, so the big mansion is locked. We gotta jump on top of something in order to get into there. You're definitely going to find or help them in some way later. I see. Yeah. Well, actually, those two are the two guys who tried to murder me. They were the king's friend. Oh, hello there. I can tell from that look in your eyes that you found that book. Why does this guy look like me? I don't like that. Go on, tell me what it said. What's that? Sir Hendrik is the mightier swordsman, but Sir Jasper is a peerless military tactician? I'd heard as much. Between the two of them, they've made Heliodor a nigh-on unbeatable military force. Well, I never. Fancy that. Well, I'm glad you shared that with me. Now I feel a lot closer to my heroes, and I feel a lot safer knowing they're around to protect Heliodor. This actually kind of looks like my current haircut, but it's a little too one-sided. My haircut's more of a like straight down bangs. Thank you so much for enlightening me. I may not have met them, but this is the next best thing. Here's a little something to say to you. Whatever. I'm having a lot of trouble reading tonight. I think I'm just not drinking enough water. I'm getting tongue twisted. I gotta remember to stay hydrated. Hold up, Elise. Those guards aren't going to let us pass, so we'll need to find another way up to get to Dirk's shop. That's the best I can do. Oh, I see. I accidentally did this previously when I was looking for treasure. Ow. It's back over here, up to the roof, across some ropes, and then over to the house. Okay. And up we are. I think there was treasure on an adjoining roof previously. Yeah, I was right there. I guess I should have realized that this would be important later. I think when I did this the first time, I was like, what was the point of that?
But now I see that this is the point of it. And I think this house was the locked one, the one with the red curtains. Yes, sirree.
Wow, nice place you got here.
Welcome, welcome. Feel free to browse. You'll find we only stock the very finest wares.
This is another very strange accent.
That's good, because I'm looking for something very special indeed. Happen to have any orbs in stock?
Eric!
Long time no see, old pal.
I was about to say he has a very punchable face. Eric!
Compadre, my partner in crime! It's really you! Large as life and fighting fit! I'm so happy to see you!
You have no shame, huh? Get your backstabbing hands off of me!
Kind of. It kind of is.
But this really takes the cake. Admit it. You sold me out and sold the orb so you could buy this place, didn't you?
I'll never! I promise you, I never sold you out. I was worried sick about you. I only opened this place to try and help you.
Uh-huh. Likely story.
Oh, yeah. And how does that work exactly? How does you opening this place and lining your pockets while I rot in jail help me?
Look, I was never much of a thief, you know that. But it turns out I know how to sell stuff. I got a gift, even if I do say so myself.
Still think he should be punched in the face.
When you got nabbed, I spent months racking my brains for ways of busting you out. I couldn't stand the thought of you being in there. In the end, I realised I'd have to give up the orb. I took it to the king, told him I found it somewhere, and pocketed the reward. Then I used the cash to open up the shop here, and poured all my profits into bribing the guards up at the castle so
It kind of sounds like he kind of sounds like someone from New Zealand trying to do a more English accent.
Now that you mention it, I did think it was weird they never tossed my cell the whole time I was digging that hole.
Exactly. I was paying them to turn a blind eye, weren't I?
Alright, turns out Dirk is a nice guy after all. I guess he doesn't need to be punched in the face.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I doubted you, partner.
That's the spirit. Eric, old pal, it's so good to have you back.
They're probably doing weird accents. If I had to guess, whatever dubbing studio they went with is probably based in England or somewhere around there. So the majority of their actors are probably English, and they're probably given notes from the translation team to be like, hey, this person has an American accent, this person has an English accent. But they didn't have actors who have that accent, so they had to make do. That's my guess. I don't know. It could be any number of reasons.
But I need that orb. And now we don't even know where it is.
Oh, yes, we do. Right this way, gentlemen.
Did you sell the orb only to steal it back and hide it? You conniving little mastermind, you. Oh, hello. Why, hello. Charmed, I'm sure. You must be Eric. One is lucky enough to be married to the magnificent Dirk. He has told us such an awful lot about you. One understands that you are quite the most light-fingered gentleman in all the realm. Fascinating. It is an honor to meet such a rogue. Why is Dirk's wife flirting with Eric and talking about his fingers? That seems like adultery, or at least the implication of it. Why does no one keep their doors unlocked? Let me go through your personal affairs, please. I mean, I might be causing an affair in the future, so I might as well.
So, where is it?
After I handed over the orb, I made sure to keep my ear to the ground about where it ended up. I knew it was important to you, see? Well, a little bird tells me that Hendrik and his men took it to the King's Barrow, and it's been under lock and key there ever since.
The King's Barrow, huh?
And, where is that? Oh, that way. Okay, thanks.
That's southeast of town. Same direction as Cobblestone. Which means we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You coming, Dirk? A little adventure for old time's sake?
Sorry, no can do. I got a shop to
Ah, the old ball and chain holding him back.
Married? Wow, you really have changed. Well, you always said you wanted to settle down and maybe go into business someday. I'm happy for you. We'd better get going. Take care, Dirk, and thanks for everything.
You too, old pal. Be lucky, eh? And don't you two go doing anything I wouldn't do.
So I don't know if it would have been a local recording studio, but typically they will go to a specific recording studio. I know this game is big, but in terms of its Western audience, it's probably relatively small. Like, I know it's really big in Japan, and I can definitely see them getting, like, famous Japanese voice actors for these games. But in terms of the West, Dragon Quest XI, I think so far has been the biggest game, and it wasn't necessarily expected to be that way. Like, even Xenoblade, which is, at this point now, one of Nintendo's biggest franchises, has been using the same recording studio since the first one, which is also based in England and might even be this recording studio. It's actually a lot harder to get international voice actors. At least it was before the, the pandemic, when everything was remotely. Very often, if you use one recording studio or even one company, like, you don't even know what studio they're going to use, but like, you go through a company that does game dubbing, they'll probably pick a studio based on certain things you request, like, what's the majority of the accents in your game, what's your budget, stuff like that. And then that company will then use a recording studio, and because they're using a studio, they can only use the people who are contracted with that studio. They can't double dip, or else it would be a breach of contract, because there's a understanding that when you sign on with, like, a voice acting agency, you're only in direct competition with people who are also in that agency, and they aren't, like, pulling people from across different studios to all work on the same project. Full clown mode. I don't remember how full clown mode is. Is that the entire stream? I think it... Wait a minute, hold on a second, that's a fake redeem! You can't lie to me like that! Oh, Baka. Ooh. But hello and welcome. You fooled me. You got me this time.
The south gate is crawling with guards. We won't be walking out that way. And Hendrik's men are too uptight to take bribes. Guess we'll have to go the long way round. If we
hydrate, you got it.
We should be able to
and a posture check. Actually, I have pretty bad posture right now.
We can drop into Cobblestone on the way. Okay, let's head
Thank
back
you for the care
downtown.
package.
Watch it. They don't call that forest round there the Mangle Grove for nothing. There's plenty go in there and never come out.
It'll take more than a few kids' stories to scare us off. And besides, it's the only way to get there.
How's it going, Baka? How's your day been so far? Also, fancy that. We already went to the Mangle Grove, and now we're going back there. I continue my streak of exploring things before I should. Or I guess before I have to. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Endrick. I thought this said Erdrick. The next area has one of your favorite enemies. I'll have to keep an eye out for me, and you'll have to tell me when we see it. Oh. Lucky for me that these guards decided to disappear on my way back out of the town. Yahoo! Wahoo! Any quests? No. No more quests in this area. Fine by me. And down we go. And for... Okay. The downside of having a really good computer now is that loading screens don't last long enough for me to be able to read the tips on them. Suffering from success. Oh. You are very happy.
Roxy, darling, you rock my world. Nobody does it better than Roxy. No, I'll never get tired of watching her do her stuff, not in a million years, mate.
Hello, handsome. You're new. Let me guess, come from somewhere out in the sticks to see yours truly strut her stuff, have you? Thought so. Well, enjoy. I ain't short on fans, you know. Even the little nippers love me. There's this one in particular, but you ain't around at the mo. Probably off playing hide and seek. You're good. You played Valorant with Zosie, and she's really cool, and it was a lot of fun. I'm glad. I'm glad you had fun. He's quite a character, that one. Got all these ideals all around the town. He has. Sits in them in earwigs and all the latest gossip. The cheeky little toe rag. That was difficult for me. Yeah, I'm glad you have fun playing Valorant. Whenever I play Valorant with Zosie, I also have a lot of fun. Because you're right, she is very cool. She is my best friend in the entire world. Bonk. Bonk. Still interested in where Camo is. I'm wondering if he's gonna be like a part of a quest line, or if he's going to just show up randomly, or what? Ah! I no longer care about Camo. I saw my life flash before my eyes, and the rest of it was spent looking for him. That's not a quest. Don't fool me. Alright, on to Mangle Grove we go. Whoa, scary music.
Any sign of them?
No, nothing. Let's search the town again.
Later, losers.
They're pretty keen to find us, huh? Better steer clear of Heliodor until the heat dies down.
What can I say? I'm just a clumsy little guy.
Through the Mangle Grove and onto Cobblestone. Let's do this.
Ikuze, omedetou, let's go. Proceeds to run at a very moderate pace. Yeah, it's down there. Oh, new little lantern guys. A group of lamplings. Oh, they are adorable. Well, something tells me that fire magic isn't going to be very effective against these ones. Not that it matters. I am incredibly strong compared to them. I might be a little bit over-leveled. I know I fought a lot of enemies last time, but I didn't think I would be, like, grinding or anything. Yoink. What is... Oh, it's a lamp. Oh, it's a lantern. Ah. I didn't even know that that emoji existed. Bonk. I'm sorry, little cat. But you're a monster. You're not what you seem. You're not a cute little kitty. You're a dangerous beast. Our heroes... That's all you get. Oh, it's a Rainy. And it's a Ruby. No, it's not Ruby. It's a man in a red hat.
It's your lucky day. I'm a traveling salesman, and to celebrate us running into each other like this, I'm going to offer you some special discounts. Have a look. Welcome to my roving emporium. How can I serve you?
I'm very broke. Copper Chopper. Oh. Oh man, he's got actual things that like I could use and stuff. Let's see. Is any of this stuff just good for selling, or is it like all stuff that I can use later on? Dragon Quest X, their search for Ruby. I don't know, like, it doesn't say that I can craft with it, but I feel like if I start throwing stuff away, I'm gonna end up wanting it later. Herm. Okay, well, these definitely I can sell. That is, the only thing that they're used for. I'll just hold on to them. I'm much less broke now, so that's good. We'll get the bronze knife, yes. Bonk. The olive usage by selling him. Leather shield, don't need. It's a better boomerang, but I don't know if I'm sold on the boomerang. And I'll hold off on the copper chop. I don't know. I did like the greatsword. Here, let's equip my greatsword that I already have. Just to see if I like it more or not. Because it does more damage, and it looks cool. But also, it prevents me from being able to block. Okay, there's more smoke guys like before. Ah, just a little slime. A bubble slime. I assume he can poison me. Ow. I don't know, I guess it doesn't really matter. Hey, you gotta level up. Whoa, we got 3 skill points for leveling up. Nice. I guess I'll just have to hold off and see. Increases critical hit chance when attacking with knives. Stabs an enemy in such a way that they're sometimes sent to sleep. An attack that hits all enemies and can cause heavy damage to slimes. Yeah. I like AoE attacks. That's what I liked about the boomerang for the little time that I used it. Oh, that is for the boomerang. Oh. Can I undo that? No, I wasted it. No, I'm such a fool. Oh well. Anything in the great swords? Adopt a supple stance and greatly increase the number of parries performed. Yeah. Okay. So parries are basically the great sword's version of blocking. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna go with it. I'll go all in with swords for now. And if I decide that I want to go with great swords, whoa, words, English, please. I'll start leveling that up instead. Want to know what you think? If your opponent is overwhelming with offense, instead of blocking, you exert even more offense. Yeah, that makes sense. I can just swap out my weapons based on the enemies that I'll be fighting. Like, for example, now, it seems like if I ever have to fight a big slime, it's more advantageous to equip a boomerang. I don't think these guys were weak to any kind of magic. I think it was all neutrally effective against them. Yeah, 2 attacks take him out anyways. Ow! It's an AoE attack. Well, now I'm just gonna have to heal. Great swords are great, but not for bosses. Okay, understood. Magic, let's heal, please. You as well. Bonk. I gotta fight the enemies until I can one-shot them. Or until I get bored and no longer want to fight enemies. It's hard to be bored, though. The combat in this game is really fun. Even though it's just hit the button. It's, like, very nice visually. And as I level up, I get more spells and stuff. Bonk. And greater swords, on the other hand. Oh, it's a mushroom guy! Yo, let's go! Fungool. Oh, that's great. Ow. I like how they fly when you kill them. Bonk. It is a nice little addition. It feels like I really killed them. Any glowies? If we eat it, do we grow? I feel like if you ate that one, you might die. He seems a little poisonous. There's two types of mushrooms. Oh, that's a slime. They look very similar. They're both red with white spots. And one of them is the mushroom that the Mario mushroom is based off of, which is perfectly edible and fine and has like some vitamin qualities. And the other one will kill you almost instantly, and they look basically the same. It's a real mushroom moment. What was that? Hey! You just appeared out of nowhere. Ugh. Easy peasy. And to think that those guys were a mini-boss earlier on. Ay, yo. Okay, don't do that. Ow. Hey, hey, hey. Ow. Stop it. That hurts. What? Some exciting news for those of you who watch my YouTube content. Hey, nice level up. We're doing a Kingdom Hearts recording session tomorrow, so there should be some new episodes going up probably next week. Depends on how quickly I can get them edited. But shouldn't be too long, hopefully. And who knows, maybe on Thursday I'll also get some Pokemon XD recorded. What the fuck is that? I'm going to pretend that I didn't see that for now. Oh, I'm poisoned now. We pepped though. Alright, time to use some items. Bonk. I'm gonna ignore them for now. Let's use some medicinal herbs. We got enough of them. Okay, good. It didn't waste it. Do I have anything that, okay, I need that. Not from these guys. I enjoy smooches, but these guys are not who I'm looking to get it from. Oh, my MP, I leveled up, so my MP is full. Let's go. They're just called lips. Okay. Hey, I'm pepped. Let's go. Deceased. They're like slugs. It's disgusting. Gross. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Eric. Ugh. Ooh. It's over here. It's a mystery. I'm still pepped though, so whatever it is, I can take care of it pretty easily. Fun ghouls. Does pep power hit both people? No. Okay, we'll save it then. Oh, really? You're telling me they have 17 health and he hits for 16? Okay. Very mildly unfortunate. Is this something of interest? Or is this going to be a whole lot of nothing? It's glowy. Glowy is usually good. Walker Robin, Antidotal Herb, and Cotton Top. Ah, treasure chest. Okay. Mini Metal. What does Mini Metal do? I feel like I looked at that last time, but I've forgotten. Mini Metal, Mini Metal. Mini Metal? Huh? Is it equipment? No, it's not an important item either. Okay. I'm not sure what that is. I guess I'll have to learn about that later. Maybe it's some sort of collectible for something later on in the game. Like I can exchange a bunch of mini medals for something cool.
Let's go.
You don't think it's sword in the inventory.
Easy.
Mini medals are stored in something else. Misk? No. Party talk?
How's it going?
So, this is the whoops. Come on. Let's head through it and pay a visit to your hometown. I was gonna say, I think what I might want to do is I might want to equip the greatsword for regular exploration. And then, when it comes time for boss fights, I switch over to the regular sword. I always wanted a smooch, but a mob that inflicts a status problem when they do isn't exactly what you had in mind. You collect them and get stuff. Okay, I figured it would be something like that. All right, after this guy, I'm gonna go back to the shop and get that whoops! I didn't mean to use that on this guy, but I guess he's super dead. Well, oh well. I'll go get that sword from the guy and then continue on, cause I feel like I want to equip that. That's a lot of those kissy guys. Sometimes you gotta show off. You know what? You're right. Don't fall into the water. I don't need to fight all of these guys, only the ones that I don't, like, immediately kill. You. I would like the copper chopper, please. Yes. And I would like to sell some stuff to you as well, because I don't need some of the weapons that I have. I don't need the... Oh, cannot be sold. Aw, man. I don't need the Wayfarer clothes. Or the pot lid. And then Eric, I can also sell the Wayfarer clothes. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. Alright, now we're Gucci. I see ya. Where'd you go? I see ya. I'm coming for you. Sometimes when playing Elden Ring, you forget you can just walk past enemies. Ow! Why is this doing less damage than the sword I had before? Hey, a crit, nice. Oh, never mind. I was pepped before. That's why I'm doing less damage. It's not the weapon.
Nice.
Nice, level 8. No, we'll save our skill points for a while. I'll probably invest in skill points every time I get to like a new area, or every time I leave a new area, more so. Eric can take out the slime. I got the schmaug. Now! Oh, I don't think me moving changes whether or not they hit me. Deceased? And Eric, finish him off. Thank you, thank you. Such a doll. And let's heal up as well, because we're getting a little bit low. Eric has got a lot of health. Nice. Wah! Ugh, disgusting. I'm doing you a service by taking you out of this world. Oh. They get one shot now. Oh, okay. I guess I don't need to fight them. Hey, why does he get the strike first? Ow. Ow, you. Another one bites the dust. And let's depoison you. And let's go. Onwards and onwards. That bridge is out, so I don't think there's a point in going over there. There's a campfire up here, though. Fancy bridge.
Look at that. A campsite. And just when we needed one. Still a fair way to cobblestone. Let's rest up for the night. I still can't get over old Dirk. He didn't just go straight, married, shop in the best part of town. He went straighter than straight. Just like that.
Uh-huh.
We used to be thick as thieves. Literally. We'd travel the world, always on the hunt for loot. Ah, those were the days. Oh, speaking of which, I just thought of something we acquired back then that might come in handy.
Mm-hmm. Which is?
I've decided. I'm giving it to you. You'll love it. We sure did when we got our hands on it.
Have you been holding out at me this whole time, Eric?
Behold, the fun-size forge.
Ah.
Pop a few raw materials on top, bash them with the porta-pounder, and bop's your uncle. New equipment.
That's what those little
And
bits and bobs are for.
Steel swords and the like, wooden boomerangs, a natty new jerkin. You name it, this thing can make it. Sweating over a hot forge was never exactly my style. But I have a feeling you'll get more use out of it than I ever did. You can't just go smashing stuff together willy-nilly.
I did heal.
You'll need the
Plus, this
recipe
campfire
to
heals me up
what you wanna
anyways.
make. Here's a little something to get you started. You should strike while the iron's hot.
Sure, let's see what kind of stuff I can make. Elise receives a tome entitled Forging Ahead with a Fun-Sized Forge. Beginner's Guide. Elise learns how to make bronze swords. Yeah, I do forget sometimes. Divine daggers.
There are recipes hidden all over the place. Treasure chests and bookshelves are always a good bet. Keep an eye out and you're sure to find some beauties.
Oh, you know, he kept it under his skirt, I guess. It was more of a robe. Yeah, let me give you some of the ingredients you need for those recipes I gave you. Maybe you could try forging yourself a weapon or something. Well, I just bought weapons. It's a fun-sized forge. Forge recently learned weapons. Okay, don't need that, and that is better than what I have now, so I guess I'll equip it. It's like almost the size of him. Yeah. And it surely just fit under his robe. Totally fine. Not mysterious whatsoever. Smithing items couldn't be simpler. Select bash to start beating your ingredients into shape, and finish when you're ready to wrap things up. Hammer away at each individual area with your porta-pounder to fill up the blue gauge next to it, and aim to get every gauge into the green zone. See the Traveler's Tip for more information. Yeah, duh, his magic sack, of course. Oh, I'm running out of heat. Ah, we're fine. Bonk. Ta-da! Oh. If we were to start now, it looks like it could probably turn out pretty well. Oh, do I do another bash up top to get it even better? Whew. There we go. That was pretty perfect. There we go, Divine Dagger +1. Ah, 2 Perfectionist Pearls. You receive Perfectionist Pearls each time you successfully forge a piece of equipment. You can use these to attempt to rework the item with the aim of doing an even better job. Don't worry about ruining your hard-won works of art. Even if you fail to rework something, you won't lose it. And if you succeed, you'll come away with something truly special. I see. So I can actually get a slightly better bronze sword. Oh, a bronze sword is better than what I have anyways. Okay, never mind. Oh, right, I had a copper sword before. Okay, so this one has a greater point of error, so I should do that one later, I think. Yeah, the lower the temperature, the less the gauge fills. Yeah, so that, and then... Oh, and don't finish. And then bash here, and then bash here. Whoops. Well, I'm gonna hope that it's fine. I'm gonna hope that it's okay. Please don't be -1 or something. Just be regular. Okay, it's still +1. I guess because it was right on the arrow the first time. Oh, I gotta get it exactly where the arrow is. Alright, that makes sense. That makes sense. I already have Divine Daggers. Nice work. You must be a natural. Don't rest on your laurels just yet, though. This is deep, deep art we're talking about here. Oh, by the way, you can bust out the fun-sized forge anytime you want. You just have to head to a campsite or dig it out of your bag. Alright, I think it's time to call it a day. We've been through a lot. Better grab some rest while we can. Ah! Up and at 'em, champ. The sun's high in the sky already. Time for us to head to Cobblestone. No, time for us to equip things. The bronze sword is slightly better, but well, yeah, this bronze sword is slightly better, so I'm going to equip it. I guess I bought that other sword for no reason. Great. Wahoo! Where's my... There it is. Divine Dagger. Yes! I can't hold anything in my other hand, can I? Yeah, I don't have any equipment for the other hand. Makes sense. Alright, well... I think I'm gonna call it a stream for tonight. We've been going for almost 2.5 hours. And I would stream for longer, but I'm getting kind of hungry, to be honest with you, even though I already ate dinner. But I don't know, I guess I need to get a snack or something. So that's okay. We'll just call it a nice stopping point this time. We'll be playing it again on Thursday anyways. Alright, let's look for somebody to raid. But yes, as I said, in the meantime, we'll be playing Dragon Quest again on Thursday. No, on Saturday. Dragon Quest on Saturday. It's Pikmin on Thursday. I don't think it'll be the last stream of Pikmin. It could potentially be if I like stream for a while and everything goes really according to plan and I get very lucky. It might be the last stream. I very much doubt it though. And then on Saturday, more Dragon Quest 11 as we just played. Tomorrow is a Kingdom Hearts recording session, so look forward to episodes coming out next week-ish sometime. Maybe at the earliest, the end of this week. We'll have to see. But of course, thanks for stopping by, Baka. And also thank you to everyone else who stopped by as well. Drac, Jay, everybody. I'm really, really enjoying Dragon Quest. It's great so far. I don't know if I'll continue to like it as much as I do. Well, we'll just have to see. But I'm confident that I will. We'll just have to hold out hope, though, that nothing awful happens sometime in the game, like what happened with Tales of Arise, according to Zosi. So, thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, have fun, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.